All right, look alive, team. And there she blows.
Can anyone point out the mistakes these three made in the simulator?
The engineer puked in the main gearbox.
Sorry.
We shouldn't be doing this. You know, for someone in a space exploration program, you don't have much of a sense of adventure.
I've been scanning the system and picking up alien radio chatter. They keep repeating one word, Voltron.
It is time to reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Yes, soon we will rule the universe.
Guys, you should come see this. What is that? Whoa. Good kitty. You are the worst pilot ever! Where are we?
You five were brought here for a reason. Together, you will form Voltron. The greatest weapon ever known. Protector of the innocent. And our only hope to save the universe.
Jeez, no pressure.
Defenders of the universe, huh? It's got a nice ring to it.
DreamWorks Voltron, Legendary Defender. All episodes June 10th, only on Netflix.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Voltron video. If you have absolutely no idea what's going on, Voltron is back via Netflix. Most of you have probably heard that Netflix is doing a Legend of Zelda series. What they're calling it is a reboot of the 84 series. It's being made by the same people that made Legend of Korra and the same animation studio, Studio Mir, which is ironic because Steven Yeun, who played Avatar Wan during Legend of Korra, is playing Keith. So if you're really sad that Korra went away, because not only was it a really amazing series with amazing mythology, it was also one of the most beautifully animated series from the last 10 years, which explains part of the reason why it went away, because it was so hard to animate, because they made it look so good. But because it's Netflix, all the episodes are dropping on June 10th. The first episode is a full hour long, then the other 12 episodes are all 22 minutes. So it's a half-hour series, but the premiere is intended to be like a really long OVA type episode. But depending on how old you are, you may have seen some of the other versions of Voltron. The 1984 series was my entry point. I was a little too young to catch it on its first run, but I ended up seeing it during reruns. There were a couple series after that, like Fleet of Doom, Third Dimension. Just to give you a really quick history on the series, when it first started, Lion Force Voltron was an adaptation of a Japanese anime series called Beast King Go Lion. The people in the United States that aired it took a lot of the pieces of the Japanese series and they just added new bits to it. They had trouble translating a lot of the Japanese storylines, so they cut like completely new scenes and just added it to the robot parts and then cut out some of the really violent stuff because it was intended to be viewed by really small children. So they took a lot of the bones from the Japanese anime series and then just added a bunch of Americanized stuff to it. They kind of did the same thing with Power Rangers. If you ever saw Power Rangers, a lot of the kaiju scenes when they're fighting in their outfits and you can't see their mouths move, that's copy-pasted from a Japanese anime series. And then when they're filming the actors walking around talking to each other without their costumes on, that's filmed new. So a new company comes along, takes bits from the old series, adds new stuff, and then packages it as a new television series. That's how Lion Force Voltron got started. Vehicle Force Voltron, which came at the tail end of Lion Force Voltron, was adapted from Armored Fleet Die Ruger. So two completely different Japanese mecha anime series, repurposed and packaged as Lion Force Voltron and Vehicle Force Voltron. After all those episodes aired, they had like a big team-up movie called Fleet of Doom, where Lion Force and Vehicle Force Voltron teamed up to fight King Zarkon. So originally that all dropped during the mid-1980s, but obviously it aired a lot during reruns, so that's where I saw it, that's where probably a lot of you saw it. Then like 12 years after that, in the late 90s, they tried to do another reboot called Voltron Third Dimension. When people talk about the terrible Voltron reboot, that's what they're talking about. You may completely ignore Third Dimension, just pretend like it never existed. The same goes for Voltron Force, which was another attempted reboot around 2010, 2011. Just pretend like that never existed either. Instead of being a reboot, that was actually intended to be a sequel to the 1984 series. So instead of meeting everybody for the first time again, it's like the Drool have returned, King Lotor is now in charge, the Voltron Force comes out of semi-retirement to fight them again. So you have the classic 1984 series, the big team-up movie, then you have a couple attempted reboots, which we can just pretend like it hasn't existed, and now we have the Legend of Korra people who have come along and said, here's a version of Voltron that is not going to totally suck. So I'm so excited and I'm so happy that the Korra team was able to stay together. The best thing you can do to get ready is to watch episodes of Legend of Korra, which I think are streaming on Nickelodeon's website, and to watch the original Voltron series, which is streaming on Hulu. So you got about a month to get ready. When it does drop, I'll try to do videos like I did for Jessica Jones or Daredevil, like the other Netflix series that I've done videos for. I probably won't do videos for every single episode, but I'll try to do some kind of giveaway, so be sure to subscribe to get everything. I'll try to think of something fun to give away. I don't know if Peter Cullen, who most of you probably just recognize as Optimus Prime from Transformers, is going to do the narration like he narrated the original Voltron series, but all the characters are going to be the characters of the 1984 series. So I think some of the situations that they're involved in will be a little bit different, but this is not intended to be the sequel, so when they discover Lion Force Voltron, they'll be discovering it for the first time. So really excited. Everybody be sure to watch some Voltron and some Legend of Korra before this gets here. There are a couple other really big comic book things that I'm still catching up on, so while you guys wait for my next video to post, you can click here for my Avengers Infinity War teaser, and you can click here for all my Legend of Korra videos. But everybody, let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.
Protector of the innocent. And our only hope to save the universe.